Tang Wednesday at MLP's. And here we are with another edition of Thanks. Again, it's going to be the theme for the month. Just giving some shout outs to people I'm really grateful for. Literally coming up on my 2 year anniversary here at MLP's on January 1st. Very exciting. Stupid excited. So, most people don't know the place I was at before. I was at for a very long time, like 25 years, almost like a very long time. And I love that place, guys. I still love Leo, like hands down. That's never going to change. But unfortunately, life happens, and certain situations just kept unfolding, and I just couldn't deal with. And unfortunately, I had to move on to do what's better for me and my family. Um, Very hard process. Never thought I'd walk away from that shop, but again, life happens. I wish nobody any ill will. But again, with that happening as fast as it did and so unpredictable, I wasn't quite sure what my next steps were. The auto industry has been beating me down for the last couple of years. Just a lot between customers, making these cars more expensive, my eyes more raggedy, and just a lot that goes into this world. And so I was actually teetering on just getting out of auto repair 110%. I thought I was done with it, and I just, you know, I was done. At least I thought I was done. But then most people know me or deal with me, especially if you're a really good customer. Like my really good customers have my own personal phone number, and I guess it was getting out that I wasn't there, and I was having all these calls and all these things that was going on over there that they weren't really appreciating, and they were calling me to see what I was doing, and a couple customers begging me to start my own shop, and that always something I've always wanted, honestly, but I wasn't right there at that time and moment. So then I started doing some couple interviews, and yeah, they were asking me all the wrong questions. I'm usually on the other end of that table, and asked me to take some stupid tests, like I don't know, just stuff like it's kind of weird. And like I said, I went on a couple interviews, and all kind of the same. Just didn't have good feelings on it. Knew they weren't going to be good matches. I'm very much a go-getter, and I do me, and I get stuff done. You know what I mean? Like, I guess if you want to call me an alpha male, like that's what it is. I don't take no for an answer, and I just try to get my customers back on the road as fast and as efficiently as possible, and at a fair price. So, some of the people, a lot of people don't know, like I had every last part of my business locked down, sealed, but my location, like I didn't have a location. I had the bank signed off, everything. So while I had been looking, my Aunt Kim and Uncle Joe, which are realtors at Celtic Realty, they stepped up pretty big for me, and we started looking for a whole bunch of spots. And unfortunately, in the world at that time, there wasn't too much real estate for auto repair, and it's definitely not areas that I wanted to be in. You know what I mean? Like I just couldn't see myself in the city. I couldn't see myself over Edgewood. I've been in Towson for like 25 years. Grew up in this area, so all those fits weren't right for me. Unfortunately, nothing came to fruition, but they were there for me, and I know as soon, because I'm growing pretty fast. As soon as I'm ready to look for a standalone building, I know they're going to be there to have my back. And my Uncle Joe and me have been close my whole life. He's literally like 10 years older than me. Like, me and my uncle go way, way back. And I love them, Riley, Kaylin, with my whole heart. They are my family. And next came, like I said, I wasn't really expecting all this, me having my own business and whatever. But, I'm a very frugal man when I need to be. And, I had a pretty nice little nest egg, savings. But unfortunately, that savings all went into starting a business. starting a business is not cheap, guys. All my business owners, you know that. But I got off the ground and on my feet, and the next family members that helped me out were my grandparents, Bill and Barbara Peters. And me and my grandfather have been close since I was a baby. Like, my grandfather literally is the one who started me on my comic book addiction. I remember just being a little kid and him reading to me Asterix in French. That's the first couple comic books I ever saw were literally in French. Fun fact. But that was where my comic book career started. And my grandfather is a huge train enthusiast, and my grandmother loves owls and just, loves cooking, and, they've just always been a big part of my life. And so I went up there to visit because, I had a couple months between when I started everything, and, I had some time to, visit my family. And, they actually had, not even a loan, they wanted to give me some money because, one, they were proud of me, and two, they're very big into the education. Unfortunately, I didn't go the education route. Life wasn't, school wasn't really my thing. When I was there, I excelled, but I wasn't there much. Between whatever, suspended, expelled, school and me didn't really work out. So, my grandparents, just gave me some money, and they're like, listen, we don't want this back. We've always, been a great grandson, you've always been there for us, and we've always helped all the other kids out in the family with money towards your college. So, this is your money towards your college. And at that time, I didn't want to admit that, I just spent pretty much all my money out the door, and, everything was getting very lean on household finances, put food on the table, and that money helped me immensely. Like, I am so appreciative of that help. It was very big. It, saved me a lot of sleepless nights. They were just there for me. So, I'm just, a lot of people, all of my family members, again, this is just, we're doing a couple of these this month, so there's a lot more coming. But, again, I'm just grateful to have such amazing people in my life, and again, I just want to thank you guys so much. And again, yesterday, thank you for everybody who reached out and showed me love. Unfortunately, as everybody knows, I just lost a very good friend, and I had just got this. I never get Facebook messages for people's birthdays, but 1:30 in the morning, my phone goes off. I'm not, I'm thinking something's wrong with the desk or something, so I'm looking, and first thing I see is my friend's beautiful face pop up. It's Chrissy Pasco's birthday, and my heart just dropped. And then a culmination of other things, the shop, and, unfortunately my bipolar and grief do not. So it was just a bad day, but a lot of people just showed me some love, reached out, and thank you for all that. And, we all have our good days, we all have our bad days, but, I appreciate everybody. Like, you don't understand, like, this is just such a beautiful thing to see coming to fruition, that all these people love and support me and want to see me be successful and, do great things, and that's what I'm really trying to do. And again, I am so appreciative of everybody who has been supporting me through this journey, and, now everybody gets to see the journey kind of in a real-time perspective, and, I'm hoping everybody's enjoying what we're putting out, and just know we love everybody who supports us, and, it's just there for us and our business. So again, just another thankful Wednesday on a Wu-Tang Wednesday. So I hope everybody has a great day. I know I'm going to have a better day than yesterday.